True TV. And you can see by the title, by and you can see by the title that we are going to be discussing something that we all should be afraid of. That we all should be afraid of. By the pastor. By the pastor. Is it grooming? Did he groom this young lady to marry her at 18? Or was it love? Respect, y'all five. Y'all five, respect, respect. See, I think he groomed this young lady from a young age. Salute for the song play. Salute, respect. No mean I say that. Ain't respect, Papa Will. Isn't no way that this young lady, Isaiah, respect. Ain't no way this 63-year-old man marries an 18-year-old girl, young lady, without something else being amiss about it. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. Be aware, respect Ellie, respect Ellie, respect. Beware of the people you have around your kids. Okay. I'm gonna read a little article right here. I'm gonna read the article. I'll read the article, what it says. You're right, Isaiah. You're right about that. It says right here. A 63-year-old bishop, I'm not gonna call the church name, in Iowa, had married a former student and the teenage daughter of one of his ministers, right after her 18th birthday. This was the Associated Press says right here. Okay. The bishop, Dwight Reed, met the girl when she was around 14 years of age. Now let that sink in. Let that sink in right there. She was 14 when he met her. While he was counseling her parents who were going through a divorce at the time. The family later joined his church, and their daughter, 16-year-old Jordan Goodlett, became a church member. The pastor reportedly told members that he had eyes on her since she was 14. Now let that sink in. Let that sink in, people. Let that sink in. He told people, members of his church, that he had eyes on her ever since she was 14 years old. That's creepy. That's creepy right there. That's creepy. See, the girl would have been 15 or 16 years old at this time. It is through his role as pastor, school dean, and counselor that he allegedly gained an inroad to Jordan and began grooming her to later be brought into his service and control. See, this what these folks do. These master manipulators. These, I'm going to say these people that go after young girls, young boys at a young age, they manipulate their mind, brainwash their mind, take control of their mind because they want control. Okay? The bishop was allegedly accused of similar unethical relationship with young girls in Shreveport, Louisiana. See, he was accused of the same situation in Louisiana, allegedly. Whether the previous pastor, he has been married, divorced 3 times, with Jordan being his fourth wife. Although the marriage is legal, the breach of ethics and a breach of responsibility are not. This child was clearly groomed according to sources. For some plays, guess what? The mother was against it. But guess who was supposed to be there to protect his daughter? And didn't? Her dad. That's already a bad stigma on us already. On fathers, we got to protect our kids. Probably this was in the month's hour, what is going on. See, concerned members of the church and the citizens of Iowa has started a petition change.org asking the Mines District Attorney Office and Police Department to open an investigation into Dwight Reed's alleged improprieties. And some of go ahead.
Let me step in real quick here. Okay. Salute to the chat. Salute everyone. Salute. Let me go down the list here and salute everybody here while you getting that together. Salute Father Son plays your 5. Papa Will in the house. Salute. Ellie, salute to you. Isaiah, salute everybody. Salute. That right there, and I want to address the elephant in the room first of all, okay? We as a community have a bad habit of idol worshiping. And what I mean by idol worshiping, I mean, this has happened a lot across the country. Father Son plays, salute to you, brother. To families, okay? It could happen with pastors. It has happened. We've heard it happening with teachers. We've heard it happening with principals. Basically putting these people with titles on a platform, basically like they are holier than thou. And that could lead to shit like this happening. You know what I'm saying? When you place people up on a pedestal, and these people are just as human as the rest of us, but you take them and you put them up on a pedestal and you worship them like they're some god or something, stuff like this can happen. You know, this family probably trusted the pastor. You know, they left the kid unattended, left the daughter unattended, and it happened. It clearly happened. And it happens inside families too. You're absolutely right. Father Son plays. Salute to you, Papa Will. You know, you have to keep an eye on everyone, especially with your daughter. Don't trust them with nobody. You know, nobody. If you're a single female and you have a daughter that you're raising and the father is not in the home for whatever reason, via a divorce or breakup or whatever, or separation, and you decide to date another man, you vet that man closely. And this is one time where I recommend doxing. You know, this is when doxing, remember I've said in the past, and I said on one of the morning shows, that there are some situations where doxing is necessary, and this is one of them. You know, if you are a single parent, a single mother, or a single father, there's some fathers out there raising their daughters alone. Salute to you, Kalani. He raised his daughters by himself. And you choose to date someone that is not the biological mother or father of that daughter, hell yeah, you gotta dox that individual and check that person out and make sure that that person doesn't have anything in their background. You got to make sure that that person is trustworthy with your child.
Right. And this thing got me. It was said on the corner. Her father sold his daughter and pimped her out for his own self gain. And that happens. That happens. Report says.
That's sad.
And a Texas clergyman who has looked into the claims against Reed also says Reed marriage is a gross abuse of power, which it is. Who don't think that is a gross abuse of power should be ashamed of yourself. That's a gross abuse of power. Because I'm like that. How many of us as black people in the black community going to trust the police? Some of us going to trust the pastor before we trust the police. Have them over Sunday dinner, church function, everything with him. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Synagogue. This is Demetrius Synagogue. It's a Texas clergyman that called him out. Credit to him for calling them out on this situation. Has criticized Reed publicly since mid-born. Goodland grew up as a child under his pastor's care. Okay. See, he knows about what went on in Freeport, Louisiana. And the thing about you said about a child getting parents getting divorced, it's kind of funny how you said that, because her mom and dad was in the middle of getting in a dispute of getting a divorce. A child more vulnerable then. But what got me is that he had an eye on her ever since she was 14. And he stated that to church member. I'm talking about Bishop Reed. I ain't gonna call him Mr. Reed. I'm gonna say Reed. Because he don't deserve that title of bishop or pastor. See, over 50 pastors, mental health workers, researchers, professors, and other community leaders have publicly given their name as standing in support and solidarity of our call for an investigation. If you think that this so-called pastor in Des Moines, Iowa, should be investigated for grooming this young lady, see, one thing people fail to realize, get investigated, and you found guilty of grooming that lady, that marriage could be annulled. They fail to realize that. And she's pregnant now, but think about it. I'm gonna tell you, she was pregnant before she turned 18, before she got married. So technically, 17 or 16, he was doing it before she was 18, before she was legal. So tell me, do he deserve to be locked up? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Because I'm trying to figure out what kind of father. I didn't even gonna give him the mother because the mother was against it in the first place. What kind of father could sit there and sell out his own daughter, his own flesh and blood, What kind of father would sit there and sell out his own relative? What kind of father? I don't care who you are. What kind of man? I don't care black, white, green, or purple. What kind of man to sit there and sell out a young lady that you're supposed to be close to, or that could sell out any woman, any female? I don't understand that. Can somebody explain that to me? Because you want money, you want the prestige, you want to be next to this man, you worship him too much. He worshiped him too much. That's what the father did. And some of the Mr. Reed own family member is against it. Against all of that. I'm trying to find where
That's why I say I go ahead.
Go ahead.
That's why I say idol worshiping is not a good thing. You know, when you start putting individuals up on a pedestal. And I see a lot of these mega pastors out here being put up on a pedestal by their church members. And it's sad.
Yeah. And this is what it says right here. What we see in church today is a great attempt by powers that be within the church to muzzle, to suppress, and to minimize the voice of those who had experienced abuse and injustice at the hand of the powerful. Just what you just said. Because how many of y'all been to a church where the pastor doing right by everybody? He preaching, he telling the truth. It makes some of the mothers, some of the deacons, some of the people that be coming to church so uneasy about what he's talking about. And then all of a sudden, they want to get rid of that pastor because he don't fit their bill. We've seen it. I don't know. Have you seen that before? Where they get rid of the pastor because they are fitting what they want him to be, don't want him to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when he called the member. If you have some members, I remember back in the days, you know, if a pastor called out a particular church member, every damn time I get ready to speak in the mic, the phone ring. Yeah, I apologize about that, everyone. Yeah, when the pastor say if you got a member that's a church member that's a member of the committee, or he's on a deacon board or something like that, and he's alcoholic, or he's screwing some women in the church, and the pastor calls him out, then he'll, you know, that deacon has a little power in the church, and he'll get with his other deacon members, and they'll get together and try to get rid of the pastor. I've seen that happen so many times, you know, mostly when I was a kid.
Yeah. I'm telling you, when I went to this church, you know what church I'm talking about? I ain't gonna call the name. You know, I mentioned this pastor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was speaking the truth. And he make us laugh. He said, "Oh, I'm finna let y'all out of church so y'all go watch y'all fucking lose again today." Make a joke, you know what I'm saying? So, but yet
that joke used to piss me off too. He would be right. He would be right.
Yeah. But the thing is, he did his sermon where the elder can understand it, the older folks, the middle age, the teenager, and the kid can understand his message. But guess what? Some of the elders, some deacons, they like his message. So you know when you don't like something and you try to get rid of it because it eats at you? That's what he did. See, that's what he did. He pissed people off. See, what do little girls and little boys want in their life? What they wish to have in their life? A family, a mother and father, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you still got your mother and father in your got in the kid's life, but guess what? when the father did what this father did, it's just like not having him in the home. Am I right?
Absolutely.
What's going to happen if this comes to head and the pastor got to go on trial? See, you can't put the girl on trial. You can't put the girl on the stand. Because we already know where she's standing at, don't we?
Yep, absolutely.
And by law, you can't make her testify against her husband.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? The other stuff that the accusation that is Freeport, Louisiana, when you have accusation, it follows you, don't it?
Yep.
Then I'm gonna tell you why I know this is true. That what he did. This Reed, I'm gonna just call him Reed, in Iowa, trying to sue the other pastor, Demetrius Singar, and his organization for trying to say he's spreading lies. Let that sink in. But if you had allegation in Shreveport, Louisiana for doing the same thing, but you finally caught one, and you told your church member, and your church member comes out and said, you said you've been having eyes on this girl since she was 14. What a lie at? Do you see a lie in there anywhere?
You're right.
I don't see no lie. Do you see a lie?
Nope.
I do not see no lie. See, what scares me so much is I got a niece. I know you got a daughter. I know other people got a daughter out there that goes to church and look up to other people as what should we call them? Subordinates. That's why I say you got to sit down and talk to your kids and let them talk to you, hear them out. Because if you don't, this is what happens right here. I'm not blaming the parents. Let me start lying. I'm blaming the dad. Fuck it. I'm blaming the dad for selling her out. I'm gonna ask y'all this question.
Let me ask you a question, brother. First, was it the biological father or the stepfather?
Biological.
Wow. Wow.
I'm gonna ask all the men and women that's in the chat that watching. How much would you sell your child out for? What for? What would you sell your child out for in his lifetime? If you would sell your child out, no matter what, give me a thumbs up. If you won't sell your child out for no matter what, give me some flames. I just want to see some. I want to just take a poll. I just want to take a poll right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't going to sell out no children. I'm not selling out. I can't be bought. Can you be bought?
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
If somebody came off y'all $1 billion now, I still ain't selling out.
Ella made a strong point here.
Yeah.
I want to highlight this here. She said, this sounds like an investment, just how folks did back in the days, marrying off their daughters for profit. Exactly, especially in states with rural area states like Iowa, Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota. You could throw West Virginia in there as well.
Yeah.
They would sell them off. The Color Purple talked about that movie, The Color Purple. Yeah, that was true. A lot of that went on back in the early 20th century.
But it still goes on with some. It still goes on some cultures these days too.
Absolutely.
But Sorry about your loss, for the song plays. Sorry about your loss. See, I don't play about kids. I love kids. Guess what? Ain't no way in. If I saw your kid talk to another grown man or grown woman, and that man or that woman do not work where I work at or work at that place, I'm stepping in. See, in some household that in some household like this household, the mother and father going through a divorce. We're going through some kind of divorce, and for some reason, I guess the father was it was under control of the Reed, the one that married that 18-year-old, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what they tell you right there, he was already taken.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no telling what Reed had given him, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So how was the father should pay him back but give him his daughter? And mom was just wasn't with that. See, mothers like that. Some fathers like that. So what should we do about these so-called pastors? See, we heard about it in the Catholic Church with these ministers, the bishop Catholic churches.
Happens a lot in the Catholic Church and in the Mormon Church. Happens a lot there.
But think about it. Everybody think it's just in the white churches. Nah, this is a black church. It happens all the time in the black church. It just ain't brought out. It just ain't brought out.
That's right. I'm about to talk about it.
It's just like it's just like they don't talk about men being abused. It's swept under the rug. They think that don't happen in the black churches, which it does. See, I'm trying to open your eyes to what's going on out here. Be careful who you befriend and how they try to slide into your family and how they look at your kid. I'm not only talking about the males. I'm talking about the females too, how they be looking at your daughters or how they be looking at your son. Mm-hmm. See, I know when I was growing up, I know some of these folks gonna say this, but when I was growing up, hey, if a grown woman looked at me, shoot, I wasn't gonna tell nobody. Hey, guess what? It is what it was. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day. But these days, it's totally different. Isn't it totally different? Totally different. They're getting everybody.
It's totally different.
They're getting everybody. Like that teacher that had sex with her student got pregnant by her. Did she go to jail? She went to jail or something and had the baby. Then when he got graduated, they wind up getting married.
Mm-hmm.
Make it make sense. They said they call parents not having control over their kids.
And she wasn't in them, I think, no longer than maybe like 2 or 3 years. If that would have been a male teacher, I don't give a damn what race the man would have been. If that would have been a male teacher, he would still be in prison right now to this day. Salute Riding Dirty. Salute to you, brother.
Respect Riding Dirty. I like that. Hey, I like that avatar, the dog, though. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But to another subject. I know y'all haven't heard about this. This female was driving, trying to get on a merging ramp to get on the interstate. When this other guy cut off, she went back, cut him back off again. Mm-hmm. He found 6 shots in the back of her car. And all 6 shots hit her. All 6 shots hit her. The state police came out there, handcuffed him. And then guess what? He got to go. He got to go home. Even sat him in the patrol car. He got to go home. Because he said it was self-defense. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna ask you to chat this too. I want you to ask the question. He said he feared for his life. Okay, if if my car in front of you and I got a bullet hole in the back of my car, how the hell are you afraid for your life? That's that question. That's that question. If my car in front of you and you found 6 shot and hit my car, I'm supposed to be, you supposed to be in fear for your life? How is that impossible? How is that? And guess what? Her child, where she was shot at, her child used to be hit in their car seat right there. Let that sink in. Let that sink in for a minute. We been talking about a whole different ball game, right? But you know that she alive, but you know the sad part about it is she won't be the same. She was only 24 years old. She gonna be paralyzed. She won't be able to run around on her own 2 legs to play with her daughter. If she were to get mad, she won't be able to walk down that aisle. I'm gonna say it was random, but it was road rage because he was pissed off. And guess what? He was white. That's why I say you gotta be careful out here in these real streets. And I think it was. Let's see. I want to say. I'm trying to think what state that was in. I think Illinois, somewhere up there. Illinois. She had the right to carry and conceal. The right to carry and conceal her weapon. Although she had it in the car, it was still no safer and still in the holster. But who in their right mind? No, he father son plays. Guess what? He's supposed to be in jail now, but he's not. They ain't even went and arrested him yet. They had him in handcuffs, stuck him in the car, but guess what? They let him go. Because he said he feared for his life. You know what that remind you of? You know what that remind you of, right? George Zimmerman, don't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I fear
That
for my
stand
life.
your ground. That stand your ground law.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, how you fear for your life? You shoot in back of a woman's car, in somebody else's car. Explain that to me. Make that make sense. Make it make sense. She can't file a complaint right now. Papa Will, it don't matter if she can file a complaint or not. He shot in back of her car 6 times. 6 times. And all 6 bullets hit her. If a child was in that car, the child would be dead right now. They put him in handcuffs, sat him in a squad car, and he told them, I fear for my life, and let him go. And they let him go. That have been one of us that did that. What would we been let go out of that squad car? Even if we said we fear for our life?
Hell no. No.
We would have been booked, sitting in the holding cell, waited to go to a real cell, and been on trial.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no complaint should be. See, thing is, the bottom line is, she got a lawyer. She got a lawyer. And you already know what's going to happen. They're going to have to do something. Because what they say, he said, do not fit the evidence. It do not fit the evidence. What the late, great Johnny Carson said, If it don't fit, you gotta what?
You must have quit. If it don't fit, you must have quit.
It don't fit. If somebody in the chat that watched the replay can explain to me how in the world can you fear for your life, your safety, and call it self-defense? Your car gets shot from the back. Hey, I'll wait and listen. I'll wait. Can you explain why that's self-defense?
First of all, I want to welcome in the Facebook audience that's joining us. I really haven't had a chance to actually research the story. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more digging into the story myself. But something sounds fishy about the entire story. You know, something sounds very, very fishy about it. It sounds like murder to me. You're absolutely right, Papa Will. It sounds like murder. It sounds absolutely like murder.
See, and it always seems like they always find a way to let somebody else off or something. See, every group had a good people and bad people, but all we want is do your job and do it right and treat everybody equal when it comes to it. Because we all know if that was us saying self-defense, that we fear for our life, and we shot it back in somebody's car, we were born that day. See, I read this story. I'm trying to get up. I seen the picture. I wish I had the picture of her laying in her hospital bed. Tooth running out of her. A bullet about 2 centimeters away from her spine. So think about that. Think about that. 2 centimeters. That's not much, is it? That's not much.
Not much at all. No, sir.
And the thing is, the doctors go in there trying to remove that. She already paralyzed, but think about it. They go in there trying to move that. It might be disaster. It's gonna be a disaster.
Absolutely.
And
Papa Will has a question.
Okay.
Papa Will has a question. Go ahead and ask your question, Papa Will, or you could come up here and hit the link if you want to.
Yeah, sure can.
Come hit the link if you want to, brother. As a matter of fact, let me. No, I can't do. You will have to pin it, but I can actually drop it in the chat.
Yeah, I can. I can pin it. There's somewhere.
Yeah. Okay, Papa Will, you can go ahead and ask your question, brother. But the story definitely sounds fishy, though.
Yeah,
definitely sounds like attempted murder. Hold on, here's Papa Will. He's coming up.
Salute,
brother. Salute.
I love the topics that come up in this chat here. But my question is this, and then I'll go back to.
You want to turn that TV down in your background?
Yeah.
Salute, brother.
Let me turn it. Let me turn this up.
Yeah, it's something in the background. Got it echoing real bad.
I had everything going. I'm like you, Armando. I've been moving too fast sometimes, man. Before I get all this stuff turned off and everywhere. Okay, man. Look, this is my question. Now, we're full-grown adults. We've been seeing what's been going on in this country for decades now. My question is this: was this two white people, two black people, a black and a white person, a black man, a white woman, a white man, a black woman? What does it say? Because something's missing here.
It was a white man and a black woman.
See there? See? I knew it. We all knew it.
Yeah.
You were just holding that part out, wasn't you, D?
Yeah.
You was holding that part back on us, wasn't
you? See, think about it. I don't have to say what color it was. You already know what it was.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Everybody knew what it was.
Everybody throw some flames up. That's the new thing now. We agree on some shit with all these new guests we have. Throw some flames up. We knew it. Okay. Now it's out there. We knew. Because there wasn't nowhere in the world that a black man shooting at a black woman's car and the cops show up and he made it to some handcuffs and didn't get beat up or shot in the back of the head himself with a gun. Oh, black man with a gun. Everybody opportunity open fire. I'm sure that's one of them states where it's legal to still kill black people.
Okay. I got the story right.
Yeah, that's every state. That's every state, brother.
I got the story right here. Aaliyah Ivory, 24, was on her way to Chicago to hang out with friends just before 2 p.m. on Saturday and this story came out this year. Came out this year. So this ain't no old story now. And here we go. Who was upset that she cut off on I-57. That was the WGN TV. That's in Chicago. Which she had kind of enraged white man. So after merger on to I-57 northbound from Lincoln Highway through Madison, Ivory was confronted by a white man who fired shots into her car. He wouldn't let her over, so he tried to push her off the side of the road. Ivory family said she cut him back off. He pulled up on the side of her, called her a racist name. Wow, that's not a surprise, is it? That's not a surprise. Ivory was able to pull over and witnesses rushed to her aid. She was rushed to the hospital in a critical condition. The Illinois State Police did arrest the alleged shooter, but a detective later told the family the man claimed he feared for his life, so he was released without facing any charges. Hold up. So Illinois State Police arrested this butt, but a detective let him go. See, it goes on to say, Deborah Johnson sister said that her sister is a concealed to carry person. She had the right to do that. Okay, that's how I remember the right to do that, right?
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you a question. Okay, father son plays. I guess me and him, we thinking on the same level. Was he released without question?
They questioned him at the scene, but they put him.
I'm talking about because the proper protocol would be to take him down to the station and question him. Am I right about that, Papa Will?
Yeah, that's the proper protocol. I guess they go
take him down to the statement and take him down to the police department and get a statement minimum.
Yeah, to get it on record. Because you would have to bring you have to bring him inside the station to interrogate them and question them to get it on record.
Yep.
Yeah, they probably did because the detective let him go. They questioned him, writing it down. He said, "Oh, I fear for my life." And guess what? I guess that was good. I guess that was good enough.
I'm sorry to cut into you, but that just brought back that same statement a couple of decades ago. That's what the police used to use to kill black people that was unarmed, claiming that they feared for their life.
Mm-hmm. They're still doing it today. They're still doing it today with Michael Brown.
Yeah. And check this out. Check this out. Illinois police remain silent on the shooting, and the government still haven't faced any charges.
See, they're just going to let him go. You say this is in Illinois?
Yeah, Illinois.
Damn. This couldn't have been too close to Chicago, right?
Oh,
I'm wrong about that. I mean, because in Chicago, that Chicago
it's part Forest, Illinois.
Park Forest, Illinois. Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna go investigate this.
see, they're gonna have to do something. They're gonna have to do something. Because I'm gonna respect Faith Diaz, respect. I'm gonna keep putting it out there. Because this ain't gonna be the only time I'm speaking about this. Because something got to be said about what's these two situations that we're talking about today, about that so-called pastor, that bishop, the pastor of God leading the church, and these Illinois detectives, police letting this man go because he said he was fearful of life, but this woman got 6 bullets in the back of a car. If anybody can tell me how that makes sense, make it make sense for me. Make it make sense for me. See, them two situations is where we feeling our female counterpart. I don't care what color you are, we feeling our female counterparts. One, our family is feeling that 18, 19-year-old that married to that bishop right now, that pastor, Reed, because the father won't be greedy. And the system is feeling this young lady, 24-year-old, that got a child. See, it's a blessing that she's not dead. 6 shots from the back.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, if someone shoots you in the back, I always thought that was automatic first degree.
Yeah.
Intent. You know, you shoot someone from the back, then you're either walking up on them or they're trying to get away from you. So that should automatically be first degree murder.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. There is no such claims in the legal system that says if I'm running away from you, you are in fear of your life. I think the Supreme Court answered that one a few years ago when, you know, like I said, when the police was saying, "Oh, I killed him because I was in fear of my life of this man sitting in a car with no gun and or sitting in a police car in the back seat with his hands cuffed behind him." That one really killed me. That one happened in Chicago, in St. Louis when I was growing up, and the cops was never held responsible for it. I feared for my life. And I think that must be in the police creed or something, that you're right to fire your weapon on a citizen of the United States. Except for, you know, we're the number one combatant in the United States. We're the number one terrorist in the United States.
Supposed to be.
Well, brother, that's that I fear for my life. That's the coward creed.
That is.
It ain't just cops using it. You got all kinds of cowards out here that
Well,
can't knuckle up, and they'll use that as an excuse to pull their strap out on you.
Yeah, and I saw another story, or it happened somewhere. The guy is the waistband, whatever, and he cop shot 5 innocent bystanders. But they did shoot him, but he lived too. But and they didn't want to make an excuse. The bullet might have ricocheted off and hit him. What's the damn difference? What's the difference? What's the difference? See, I'm not for defund the police either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not for them, but I'm for getting rid of their immunity. So think about it. I don't care what state you in, what county you in, what city you in. Every time a cops make a mistake, I don't care against black, white, green, purple person, they sue the city. They sue the city. We paying for that cop's mistake. Tell me I'm wrong about that.
Absolutely, because when the family sues the police department, the taxpayers are the one that have to pay. We're the ones that get hit with the bill. We have to pay. Mm-hmm.
Look here, we're paying the firefighter salary, we're paying the police salaries. Damn, we paying the family for whatever they mess up. We paying them out of our pocket. I know y'all. I know some people ain't gonna like me what I just said, but it's true. Go if they take immunity from these people that got immunity, some of this stuff will stop going on because they know they're gonna have to pay for it out of their own pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, I'm gonna ask you this question, Amano Papa Will in the chat. Okay, if you know you can get away with something, and you know your company or whoever, if you get in trouble, if somebody sues you, the company gonna pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Would that make you change anything?
Okay, I'll answer first.
Yeah, you go first because you gotta ask.
All three of us are veterans, right?
Yeah.
And me personally, as I've gotten older, I've always thought in my head, man, if the next time a person pulled a gun at me and pointed it at my face and didn't shoot me, that if I got to take that gun away from him, I'd call the police and tell them, hey, I was interfering in my life. That's why I took the gun and shot him in the face with it.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately. But like this kind of stuff right here, this is so far beyond anything my mentals would allow me to comprehend or to go anywhere near. I couldn't do it. I couldn't take a racist white person and shoot him, and when the cops got there, throw the gun away and say I was interfering in my life. I couldn't do that.
Hmm.
Even if the guy was a known Klans member, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I had to fight for my life. I got to fight for it.
But the question was, if you had a chance, say you was in a situation like the policemen is, and won't have to be held accountable. You don't have to come out your pocket to pay these other folk when they sue you. Would that make you change?
Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to pass because I got too much heart for even. I can't even understand that one.
Yeah, I can't really understand. Okay, elaborate more on that question.
Yeah, because
okay. What I'm saying.
Yeah, because that question is kind of confusing.
Yeah, you know how the cops got immunity, and we had to come out of the taxpayer to pay for the lawsuit, the money to these families.
Yeah.
And they still ain't changing. That's what I'm saying. Would you keep doing the same thing if you know that you are not coming out of your pocket?
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so basically they're not being held accountable.
There you go.
And the thing is, these police departments need to start holding the individuals accountable.
That's what I could say.
You know, take their pensions or something. You start hitting them in the pockets, because basically the way it's set up now is like they can go out here and shoot someone by accident and the police department will cover the bill.
Yeah.
They get desk duty. They get desk duty for what? 3 months, 90 days.
Mm-hmm.
And they're processing parking tickets for 90 days, but they're still getting paid.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Hey, it's just like, just think, I forgot what is happening. Shot 5 innocent bystanders for this one guy that wasn't really doing nothing. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And shot him too. 5 innocent bystanders.
Mm-hmm.
Just think what the citizens are gonna have to come out of their pocket with to pay for if they sue that police department. Just think about it.
I'm riding on kind of what Father Son Plays said right there. You know, that I don't know how much I haven't ever seen that personally, where the cops got sued and then they just start killing more people. It's something I believe this though. I think if you killed an unarmed person for any kind of way, I think you should be killed. How about that? eye for an eye kind of thing.
See,
You know,
I'm like, yeah, go ahead, Paul Will.
but unfortunately, you know me, I'm an egghead, right? I've read that part in the law where it allows the police to kill people because they're taking that charge by wearing that badge. You know, they're doing what you and me ain't doing. Me and you ain't in the police force, and they give some leeway as to that badge. You know, like you could kill some people illegally, and the most that could happen to you is lose your badge or get reduced. You know, depending on what police department you work for, you could be on the chiefs of police's hit squad that you go out and do illegal stuff for the chief of police. What do you think he's gonna do to that guy? When the whole damn police force, you know, you either in it or you're protecting it. What can you do? What can we do?
See, no reason I put them two stories together. Who get away with more than the pastors and the police?
Yeah.
Who is more respected by kids and some adult than the pastor and the police?
Yeah, those are two really high public positions right there, and you're right, man, because we all got raised in the church one way or another, and we didn't all seen what the church could offer, and even the Catholic Church. I was a Catholic first, and then they threw me out, and then my mama got me baptized. I don't even remember her getting baptized, but I used to look at that pastor, and you could tell something was up because I wanted to be just like him. And the police, it is amazing that you brought these two subjects because these are my two main subjects in my whole platform of existence. Is I grew up wanting to be a pastor so I could fuck everybody in the church and get everybody.
Watch your language.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Watch your language. We streaming on two platforms now. Just watch your language.
I gotta come with it.
Facebook is real strict about that kind of.
Yeah, but hey man, you know, but you say that that's a whole nother subject because you know I guess I slept because of somewhere I was at yesterday and they was doing it, and then I come over this way. You know how kids are. We hear something in the street today, and we go in the house, and next thing you know, that shit comes out our mouth. But anyway, I wanted to be a pastor because I saw what this guy was doing, man. He was a pimp. I wanted to be him. And then I wanted to be a police officer because I saw what they was doing. They was pimps with guns. So it's amazing you brought those things up because a lot of us have been affected by those two guys and what they were representing on the underworld, you know, and the criminal element of our society. Not because I thought dude was going to get me closer to God or that the police was there to protect me. Not that, you know, neither one of them was my reason, man. And I apologize for the slip.
That's right. See, and I look like this right here. I think this right here, the guy that shot this 24-year-old Miss Ivy Johnson, call up from the back, should be locked up. I think Reed should have his butt locked up. Because if she was pregnant before 18, because if she was pregnant before 18, and they married when she was 18, what did he do? That's statutory what? All right.
That's statutory rape if she was pregnant before she turned 18. That means he was already doing her. And who knows how long.
See,
but some states, their age of consent is like 16.
Well, that's why I asked.
You have to go by state by state.
Yeah. And I think you got to look at that age of consent at 16, and you got to look at the other part of that too, with consent of the parents. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know, we like Armando says, there are some states in the central north part of this country that I know of. I'm not sure about the South, but the age of consent is 14 years old.
But gotta have parent consent. If you are a parent, I do not care where you at, what state or country, whatever you at. If you consent for your daughter, your son has sexual contact of any kind with a grown man or a grown woman, you should have had your butt locked up too.
I agree with that. Definitely. I agree with that.
Because what are you gaining from it? What monetary gain are you gaining from it? See, and the other one that happened in Illinois, dude that get see, this is the question I got with this one right here. This is the question I want to ask the that detective. Do you know this guy? You know how sometimes they go, right? Do you know this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Why you let him go? Do y'all know him? That is a good question, ain't it? That's the question I want answered. If
they not gonna tell you if they know the person or not.
Yeah,
There's
well,
no way.
There's
No way you could ever find out. Salute to you, Miss So Alicia. There's no way you can find that out.
Mm.
There's no way. This just like George Zimmerman. We all know.
Yeah.
We all know. I guarantee you. Hold on. Let me finish. There had to be at least. We know. I mean, come on. The dude was too bold. He left the boy laying in the puddle of water, went back to his house, apartment or whatever, and just nonchalantly were like, took his time. Then the police came out there. We know, man, if he didn't know some people down there in the Sanford Police Department, his dad probably did.
There it is. Whoop, there it is. Respect, So Alicia, respect. There it is right there. See, So Alicia, if you got time, I want you to hit the pen. I want your perspective on these two subjects that we've been talking about. A woman's perspective. Because right now, hey, they been glad I can't get where I want to get to right now. You know what I really want to go there and do that a pastor, right? But anyway, that's why I don't even call it pastor. Would you ever call it pastor?
I really didn't get a chance to do much research on this. That's why I could see when I saw that you had double stream to Facebook. The thing about Facebook is they have this automatic fact checking system.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're streaming to Facebook, they pick it up, on the fact checking or whatever. So that's why I'm letting you take the lead on this one.
Yeah, because I do my research on this. Mm-hmm. And I went to several different spots for it too, and I read it. You see what I'm saying? So if they want to fact check, they can fact check all they want to. But it still ain't gonna. It still ain't gonna. It's still. If you fact check and you say I'm wrong about it, guess what? It still ain't gonna diminish the thing. What he did. Why did he leave? See, I want to know, why did you leave Shreveport, Louisiana?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
And people saying you did the same thing down there. Now you're doing it up in Des Moines, Iowa.
He's a pedophile.
Yeah. It's kind of funny he went to Des Moines, Iowa, right? Des Moines, Iowa is not. Iowa's probably only thing Iowa known for what the Hawkeyes football team.
Yeah.
Team. What else? What else is Iowa?
You got hold on for a second. We had a Klansman in here that I had to get up out of here.
I seen that.
Yeah.
I seen that. I see that BS.
Stroll, don't you have a Klans meeting to go to somewhere, brother? Are you over here harassing black folks?
Hey,
over here harassing black folks.
Hey, we're gonna leave that alone right now.
I'm gonna leave.
We're gonna leave it alone because I'm like this. The truth gonna get out. Cause you go shoot. See, I don't care the cop for black, white, whatever. I don't care the police chief, the head honcho is black and white. they let that man go because he said he feared for his life. I don't care. They in the cahoots with him.
Yep. That's the lie they conjured up.
There
Well,
you
that's
go.
the lie that he didn't even have to respond to. They just went and said it for him to whoever asked, is to say that the man feared for his life. So move on.
Yeah.
But that would be a lot on you. You done shot at a person, no matter what their skin tone was, the ethnicity, and you done shot at them from behind 6 times. And I know there must have been witnesses if you up there forcing them out the road. And I don't think you would have the nerve to go past saying, I feared for my life. I think you said something else to somebody else, and they came up with the you feared for your life part.
See, I'm like,
I mean, that's just me.
That's just me. In both situations, we got to protect our women.
Mm-hmm.
We got to protect our women. See, the father failed his daughter for protecting her from that man. And
early in their relationship.
See, one, if you got look here, I'm gonna ask y'all this question. If somebody tells you, hey, better watch this minister, better watch this pastor. He's looking at your daughter, he's looking at your son a certain type of way. What you gonna do? You gonna stay in that church? Or you gonna leave that church?
I'm gonna leave that church.
I'm gonna leave that church.
Yeah. I'm gonna run up out of there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be done bust someone upside the head already.
No, I ain't gotta do all that. I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna grab my family and leave, and we're never coming back.
Well, I mean, in terms of this, for this to happen like that, that guy came to their house and was touching that girl at the house.
Now the parents need their ass whipped for that. For real.
Somebody need to get socked up.
Think about it. You know how some women are submissive, real submissive to their husband.
Yeah.
But I don't know how submissive to her husband this young lady mother was, but she was against it.
Who? The mother was against it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what bad about it though is? I think that so-called pastor, his niece, or whoever his relative and family members told him about it that they went forward. They try to get him locked up too.
Absolutely.
I think he should go to jail. See, you got to be careful out here in these real life streets, especially when you're driving or you're walking and you bump. You know how you used to back in the day, you bump into somebody, say, "Excuse me, sorry, sorry, bumping into you."
Yeah.
And they say, "Okay, you keep walking." Do that now. This road rage is real. If you drive, you gotta be careful.
You know, I was thinking about the fact where you said about one of the parents being submissive in this. When my wife, you know, God rest her soul, when her stepfather molested her, her mother didn't believe it. She just thought that my wife just wanted her husband, her new husband, and refused to believe that the guy had molested her. And I see that in this situation, that if the wife said no and the father said yes, and the daughter, where was the daughter in all of this? Oh man, I don't want to talk about this stuff, man, because this kind of stuff that ain't me. Y'all just have to excuse me, man. I gotta go to the chat room, man, because as long as I'm up here, my mouth will keep flying open on what I see. And what I see is maybe one of the parents didn't go along with this. The daughter might have been apprehensive about it, but once she got the okay from the daddy's look that this was okay behavior and allowed the pastor to keep going forward, and then gave in to it, and then became a part of this crime that was being committed against her as a child. Because what did she know at 14? 12-year-old got my virginity. So what does she know at 14?
I don't know no young people that know anything that age. See,
They know that they know that sexuality has come into their life at that age. They know that they themselves are feeling sexual awareness. And that's why I say I don't want to talk no more about this, man, because you need to get a female up here that could, really, really share with us. Because as a man, I could be saying this, and how I could have turned out to been one of them kind of guys if I could talk on it, but I can't talk on this. I can't talk. I'm sorry.
I know. I'm looking at some.
Ask so Elisa what she think. Just in chat if she don't want to come up. Just ask her.
I already asked her to come up. She wanted to come up, but it's bottom line is talk to your kids, listen to them, watch what they do, watch their behavior.
Yep.
Watch their behavior, and watch their behavior. They want to talk to you. Let them talk to you. Listen.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you got to do. You got to listen to your kids. Because they be trying to tell you something. Then when somebody comes tells you this person is doing this is looking at your child this way, go ahead and step up to the plate and say, hey, how you looking at why you looking at my child this way or that way? Why?
Mm-hmm.
See, like I said before, I will say it again. Both Mr. Reed and the one that shot in the back of that woman's car 6 times should be locked up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree to that part on both of them. Because father said again,
salute Miss Coco. Salute to
Miss Coco.
Because think about it. If that was your daughter or your son that car got shot up or married that so-called pastor, and you fine with it, you should be locked up your doggone self. I'm not fine.
I looked up that city. I asked that question earlier. Yeah. How far was this place from like Chicago or something? Mm-hmm. And the map says that this place is like 35 miles southeast of Chicago. 35 miles.
What south. Is that? Des Moines, Iowa?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to go through Des Moines to get, Des Moines and Chicago, they're not that far from each other.
Yeah, Iowa isn't that
far.
Go figure, huh?
Go figure, huh? Go figure.
but this said this was in Park Forest, Illinois, and I just looked it up to see how far that was from Chicago. It's like a suburb of Chicago, and the reason why I had asked that question is because where could you be in a modern America and be a white man shooting at a black woman in a car that's running away from you, and you're not the police? I just wanted to see where could you be in America and that could still go down. Because
anywhere in America, it still goes down.
Yeah.
See, let's put that in. Let's switch that roles around. Let's switch that roles around now. What if she did the same thing to him? What she would be at?
Mm-hmm.
What would she be at?
Oh, she'd have been. She'd have been in jail off top. See, heading her way to preliminary hearing.
See, and the thing about it is, her gun she had the right to carry that gun. She got a carry conceal permit for that gun she had. It was on safety. It was still in her holster.
Mm-hmm.
But you ran her off the road. You shot through the window 6 times. I'm still trying to figure it out. One, I would, if that were my sister, okay, you don't want to arrest him? Okay. Y'all better lock him up before I get to him.
Yeah,
that's what I'll be feeling like, because you let him go.
Yeah, like he didn't do nothing.
Hey,
I remember that. I remember that too.
I remember that too. And that was
go ahead.
That was self. Okay, that was self-defense. That was
self-defense. Dirty.
There was a black woman in Florida who was arrested for firing a warning shot. It was only a warning shot.
Uh-huh.
And the dude had been jumping on her. The dude was very abusive. She went out and bought a firearm, I guess her intentions wasn't to hurt the brother. She just wanted to scare him up. So he was jumping on her, and she ran to the garage and basically fired a warning shot, trying to get away from him. And they locked her up. They were trying to give her like 20-some years. That's what I'm saying. This justice system is, when it comes to us, this justice system is twisted. I guess it's ironic that we're speaking on this subject and we get trolled by a Klansman. That just dawned on me.
Yeah, but think about it. It was another one that found it. I don't think it wasn't around there. I don't think it was a domestic abuse. I think the guy was trying to break into a house. It don't matter what it was, domestic abuse to try to break in the house. She shouldn't have been arrested. Now that's what I call self-defense and fear for your life.
Yeah.
See, yeah. And here's another story. And you think this only happened in the United States? Think about this. I saw another story up in Canada. This girl just graduated high school. She's in the store, and this white man was belittling this worker in the store, and she telling the guy, "You don't have to talk to the man that way." Goes outside, and guess what? They telling her that if she goes with goes to press charge against him, she get charge press against her.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? She didn't press charge. But guess what? People that saw that video came to her side, and guess what the man is right now? He went to jail. He got charged with that assault, battery, beat up, whatever, what you want to call it. Oh, he might be out. He might be on bail, but guess what? He got charged with it. And guess what? They're gonna make sure he get locked up. See, racism just don't happen in the United States. See, and what happened in Des Moines, Iowa, where that so-called pastor did it with that young girl. Remember that young girl when she was 18, now she's 19, they got a child. That don't just happen in the United States. It's been going on. But guess what? Everything started to come out in the open. It kind of amazing. Go ahead.
Let me read this comment by Miss Coco. She said she should have, and she's talking about the young lady in Tampa. She should have been able to kill him, period. Now in 2022, yeah. Hey, you have a right to blow their brains out. But I think this was like 2014 or something like that. 2013, 2014. Yeah, back then. They know.
See you're right, Miss Coco. Yeah, he do need his butt kicked. See, and the thing about the one I was talking about, she did the same thing. She got arrested, charged, whatever. I think what the thing is, she was letting him live. That warning shot was telling you, don't bring your butt back to my house.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
See, if she would have shot him,
Mm.
see, know when it comes to us, they try to justify everything. They try to justify everything.
Exactly.
See, when I say take away all the police immunity, so they come out, they got their pocket. You know how, like if I sue you, Armando, how you gotta come out your pocket if I win my lawsuit? You know how you gotta come out your pocket? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Come out of my pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about it. If they had to come out, they take away police immunity, and they had to come out of their pocket, you think some of this stuff be still going on? Would they be thinking they would have second thoughts about doing some bull BS?
Absolutely.
I think it would cut them back if they lost money. It would be.
Come on up, Miss Coco. Come on up, Miss Coco.
The guy that we're prosecuting already. Okay, he knows he's gonna know better because he's gonna be on probation or parole. You know that he ain't never gonna do that maneuver again. But it's got to be a message that goes back to the guys that are gonna do it next. You know, to ward them off from doing it. How do we get the police to understand? Stop killing innocent people. Or
I told you how. I told you how. Take them away from their immunity.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's not coming out their pocket.
Yeah, we got to take their money, take their immunity on the first shot. We don't just take the badge, but the man, it was just a job, man. It was just my job. Okay, we're gonna take your badge, we're gonna take your money, and we'll throw you in jail. And we're gonna give you that strike. When you get out of jail, you know how when we get out of jail, you either got a felony record. You're gonna have a felony record. You're never gonna work as a police officer or nothing civil. There's got to be really hardcore restrictions. Take everything away from you. You get caught. You got caught. Take it, because that's what they would do to us. I've never gotten out of jail from misdemeanors arrest and had anything to go back to. I lost everything. Now, how you gonna kill somebody and you ain't even gonna go to the police department, but they got you in handcuffs in the back seat, and then somehow you get let go and they say that it was self-defense.
See, he went to the police station, but guess what? The detective let him go. Because he said it was self-defense. See, them the two main people that society trusts is a preacher and the police.
Yep.
Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. That's why I put these two stories together.
Yeah. You hit me right on the head when you dropped that, because I'm like, damn, man, that's me growing up.
Salute, Miss Coco. Salute, man. Salute,
Miss Coco.
Salute, y'all. Salute.
Hey,
How y'all doing?
We needed a woman point of view on these two subjects that I got going today. They are hot. They are hot off the presses right now.
I was driving at first, so I couldn't do anything, but I got to my destination and I was tripping, sitting over here listening. First, I got to get on this pastor. Man, that is crazy as hell. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to tell you, man, y'all, I would have put hands on that pastor and not to pray for him. Not to pray for him, but I would have laid hands on his head. Like, are you kidding me? Like, dude, you making now everything will be coming to a premonition, right? He had to be looking at her when she was young. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only thing that makes logical sense.
Miss Coco, see, it was already alleged that he did the same thing in Freeport, Louisiana. And then some of the church members said, and some of the church members already said that he was looking at her that way when she was 14.
Yeah.
What? 14?
What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Repeat that again.
Wow.
Yeah.
I missed that part.
Go back.
I know you missed that part. Some of the church members said that he was looking at her that way when she was 14.
Lord.
And you know what looking at her.
And that's how many shots he would have got. 14. That's how many child people got.
Listen,
And you know what they mean by looking at, right? You know what they really mean. They're leaving that part out. They ain't getting graphic. You know what that means.
Exactly.
This
That's a
is
whole
hold on.
child. Like what?
That's a sick individual, man. What possibly can a 14-year-old girl do for you, or a 14-year-old child?
That's what I'm saying.
But no.
How could that even turn you on? Why would that turn you on? That's a child.
Yeah. See, this is the problem I got right here. I got a problem with, I don't even call her pastor. I got a problem with the daddy, the father of that child. You see what I'm saying? The father of that child that allowed this to go on.
Oh, if he condoned it, then he's a damn fool, and he need to be arrested too.
He did. And the thing is, she was 18 when they got married, but pregnant before she was 18.
Wow. That is crazy.
She already had a kid by the time she was 18. She already had that kid.
Yeah, he need to be arrested for statutory rape. And I wish there was a way that the father could be charged with the same thing. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you can sit up there and condone any grown ass man dealing with your 14-year-old child, okay, something is really wrong with you. That's what I said. Some of these laws for real need to be changed so more people could be held accountable. Because it doesn't make any damn sense when you're a father and you're supposed to be in a position to protect and love your children, and you would condone some type of crazy behavior like this. That's not normal. And then you understand, even though she's of age, you got to think about this, guys. Even though she's 14, mentally, a lot of times, young men and young women are not mentally capable of deciding certain things, and they could be groomed early. You understand what I'm saying? So that's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, I want laugh at what you said. I want laugh at what Ellie here wrote. She said his old A gonna be dead before the baby hit kindergarten.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. Yeah, that's just like the R. Kelly situation. The R. Kelly situation. Nobody can tell me, all right, that these parents, some of them parents, did not know what was going on.
Yeah.
At that
they knew. They
knew.
They wanted that money.
They knew. And they got paid. They got paid off, and they got to play the victim, go on up in the press, acting like they didn't know. I didn't know what was going. They knew what the hell was going on over there.
There's no way in hell they didn't know, because you got to think about this. Even with the situation with Aaliyah, rest in peace, you guys, everybody knew about that situation. She was young then. So you're not going to tell me.
The mama was screwing them too. Aaliyah and the mama was screwing R. Kelly.
So that means everybody else was going to play dumb to the situation and be like, oh, let me take my baby over here to R. Kelly studio and just leave him there.
The daddy didn't know. The daddy didn't know what was going on. The mama knew. The mama knew, but she had to save face, play it off, because she was also screwing R. Kelly behind the damn back.
That is crazy. That is crazy. Ain't no damn way in hell, y'all. I don't give a damn.
Yeah,
they left that out of the documentary. Surviving R. Kelly. They left that part out.
Oh, you already know they're gonna leave that part out. See, I like what Ellie said that we're not offended, but we know there's a mental illness running rampant in our community that goes unchecked.
Absolutely.
We know that. But the thing about it is, as parents, as adults of kids, we got to listen to what they got to say and watch their behaviors.
Yep.
If your child behavior changes, something wrong.
You hit it on it. You hit it on the head right there when you said what you said, the truth, and I'm gonna tell you why. Remember when I was telling my story, I was talking about what happened to me when I was 7 and 8 years old, right? Nobody believed me. Nobody helped me. They shunned it away. They was like, oh, well, she's a troubled kid. You know, she has a vivid imagination. What child at that age has that type of vivid imagination that's sexual? That's bullshit. Yeah. Nobody believed me and nobody did anything. And that's why I'm so overprotective with my kids, y'all. I got 3 kids. They cannot go anywhere but with their dad and their grandmother. Other than that, anywhere else they go, they got to be with me. I don't do sleepovers. I don't do any of that kind of shit. They don't go to church. I got church in my house on my damn laptop. I'm very overprotective, but that's the reason why. Because if you look at my child too long the wrong way, it's gonna be some smoke in the fucking city. I'm not playing those games. It ain't no I'm innocent till proven guilty, none of that. One of my kids, God forbid, ever tell me anything, I don't give a damn who it is. It could be their daddy, cousin, friend, brother. I don't give a damn who it is. I'm taking your head off, straight up. I'm always going to believe my kids, and I'm always going to put my kids first. They would never be in a position where they're not believed. You understand what I'm saying? Because kids don't make up stories like that. Period. Protect your kids at all costs. I don't give a damn who it's against. You protect your children at all costs. Like I said, I don't give a damn if you living with the daddy, living with them. Put their ass out until you find out what's going on. Don't you ever leave them in a position where they feel unsafe. You understand what I'm saying? You can get another man, but your kids are forever.
Amen.
Hey, Ellie had a good point here. I don't know if you can see what she had put on there. Yeah, she got a point.
She's funny. Yeah, I just seen it.
Yeah, I think he had groomed her so much. Her dad done groomed her so much. That's why she's like that. That's why if he ever goes to trial, if he had to go to trial, they can't use her as a witness because she's too far in it. She's too far. You know what I'm saying? Mind control.
Exactly.
And plus, you can't make a wife testify against the husband. So, but
and he know that too. That's why he wanted to marry her.
Yeah, and the other case, if somebody could tell me if that self-defense, I fear for my life, get shot in the back, from the back, your back window of the car get hit 6 times is fear for your life. Dang, I hate to see what fear for your life and self-defense really look like.
There ain't no damn self-defense. Hold up, they shot somebody in the back.
Shot the 24-year-old. This white man cut her off in Illinois. Then she cut him back off, tried to run her off the road, pulled out his gun and shot the back window out of her car and hit her with all 6 shots. And now she paralyzed.
Wow. Now there ain't no damn self-defense.
Now, where the shots was at, her child usually be sitting there. Just think about that.
Wow.
Put him in handcuffs, sat him in the car, talked to him, probably took him down the station. But guess what? He's walking free.
Oh, hell no. No. Something needs to be done about it. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's why I say these ministers, the policemen, they the most trusted, but they are the most underhanded folks that people can trust. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong about that.
It's a lot of them that stand behind, there are some good police officers, but there are also ones that stand behind their badge because they feel like they are above the law and nothing applies to him, and with the pastors, they use that cloth. A lot of them use the cloth as a way of, number one, gaining trust from people. They know some people that come in there are broken and things of that nature, and they try to use that cloth as a way of them getting away with things. That's why you see all this stuff that's coming out about all these pastors and Catholic priests and all this other stuff. But it's been going on. And just like you stated, one of y'all stated earlier, it's been swept under the rug. It's been swept under the rug. You know why? Because they had to save face.
Yeah.
They wanted to make it seem like it's the perfect place to be. And they telling everybody, bring your kids to church, this, that, and third. It was never about your kids. It was always about their nasty, undermining intentions. That's what it was about.
And think about it, and you know how all these about the Catholic Church, about all the boys, the bishops are doing that to the boys. Oh, they and everybody think, when people think about the Catholic Church, they think about whites, right? But little they know it's happening in the black churches.
Oh, absolutely. It absolutely is happening in black church. I'm telling you, and the sad thing, y'all, I got to keep it real. Some people may not agree, but I don't give a damn because I don't give a damn. But I'm telling you, it happens more than not in a black church. And let me tell you something about it. Because a lot of us have this weird ass mentality that we grew up with, to stay here, what goes on here stays here mentality.
Yeah.
That's another reason why in a lot of black churches, they don't say nothing. That's the truth. You can get mad all the hell you want, but that's the truth. The truth is the truth, and it's to set you damn free. A lot of them have that mentality that some go on in this black church. Guess what? We don't speak about it.
Mm-hmm. Right. See, and the bottom line, I look at it right here. You got some of the pastors that live by the code and do what they're supposed to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the pastors, the same way that live by the code, whatever, start preaching a sermon, start talking about a sermon, it rubbed the elders, the mothers, the deacons, some of the church members the wrong way. Like I told Armando, I told Powell, they get rid of him. Because he or she don't fit their narrative.
You spot on. You spot on with that, and I'm gonna tell you why. Look, a lot of times, y'all, especially in these black churches, right? They got the older mentality, and what I mean by that is they have their old ways of how they like stuff done, right? That's why a lot of them don't like those new, refreshed, quote unquote preachers that come in there and keep it real. See, like when I was going to church, I only liked going to churches that didn't just read directly out the Bible. I want you to compare it with everyday life and break it down to something I can understand. You know what I'm saying? Because like when we had to go to church one time, y'all, so this church my grandma used to go to, I'm talking about we had to have slips on, our damn skirts to our damn feet. I was almost tripping up because I ain't but 5'3". I'm talking about they had everything. Like you had to sit with your legs crossed. I mean, shit, it was almost like a damn etiquette school. You know what I'm saying? But that's the way they were. We wasn't allowed to wear jeans and white t-shirts. I'm talking about your jeans on ain't got to be tight. They just did not allow women to come in their church dressed like that. And they would shun people away if you came in there like that. And my whole thing is this. If you're saying you're called for something and people are coming in here trying to get a word, why would you shun them away? You're turning people away from the same message that you're preaching. That's being hypocritical.
And I think when they say come as you are, see
exactly.
See, I look at come as you are. Well, if you come in there naked, what? Yeah, come
this is the thing. A lot of those mega churches do that now. That come as you are. I feel like if you're going to the house of God, you should show some respect and wear the proper attire.
Yeah.
A church dress.
Some of them be going there now, y'all wearing strip clothes. I know damn well y'all done seen it. Some of these ladies now, come on now. Y'all got a nice body and all that, but man, come on, you don't wear that in God's house. Come on now.
Go to the World Changers or New Birth. Man, you don't even have to go to strip club no more. You can go up into the church. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to sit you in the back. You never see those people because those churches, they televise them on TV. They televise the services on TV. So they put those people in the back. I mean, they come up in there with short skirts on. Some of them don't have no drawers on underneath. You'll be surprised. I'm telling you.
You know, the elders didn't play that back in the day. The mothers of the church and evangelists and stuff like that, they will call you out or pull you to the side. You know, they don't do that no more now.
They'll pull you up to the side. They'll call you back there in that back room. One of the other elders will run to the nearest Target and get you get you a proper outfit, bring it back, and you get dressed, and then you go back out there in the sanctuary.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this right. I'll tell you this right here. For that's why you notice I just call him Reed, right? That so-called pastor, right? You see why I call him Reed now, don't you? See. Why you want to get mad because this man don't call you out? Other people don't say this and that. Your family said this, said you did this too. You want to sue somebody. It kind of like if I tell you, if everybody watch NASCAR, if I say majority of the tracks, they keep turning left, and this NASCAR driver tell you, oh, they do a turn left, they turn left. Another person tell you they turn. All they do is keep turning left on the track. You're gonna call me a lie till you go to it, till you go see it for yourself, right? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you want proof.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, you're gonna go sue, and he gonna wind up. You sue. That means you got to open up everything for yourself. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What gonna fall out of that closet?
Skeleton.
Whole bunch of them. How
Yep.
many other little girls that he tried to do that to?
I bet you it's a whole list of them.
And how many times had that little girl parents went to the cops and say, "Hey, this right here, I want you to be locked up." None of them.
Wow.
I guarantee you. Think about it. Cause you think he'll be able to do that right now? What he did to that young lady, married her, get her pregnant at 18. If the parent would have said something earlier in Freeport, Louisiana, and pressed charges against her.
And look, who knows? He probably paid them off.
They probably did.
He probably used all that church money, that tithes and offering, the communion Sunday money. Yeah, he probably did that and paid them off.
Hey, listen, have any of you seen this movie? It comes on BET like every Easter Sunday. It premiered back in 2013. It's called The Under Shepherd with Isaiah Washington and Anise Neal and the guy, damn, what's his name? Clifton Powell. Clifton Powell's the deacon, and Isaiah Washington was the pastor. He's the dude that took over the church and became the new pastor. And he was messing around with some of them young girls, and he got one young girl pregnant and made her have an abortion.
Wow.
Y'all need to check that out. For real, The Under Shepherd.
But I'm telling you, then the other one, it's bad when your kids trust the two people that should be trusted the most, is the police and the pastor. And as you grow up, you find out, yeah, that's good people that are bad people, that good cops that bad cop, that good pastor that bad pastor. You can't trust them. It's bad when you grow up, when you kids grow up and they have to watch out for themselves. And you gotta keep a tight knit. Keep that knit close with your kids, like Miss Coco has to do. It's sad. Kids can't be a kid these days.
Yeah, and that's what's so sad, y'all. And another thing I do with my kids get code words, right? And this is very important for all parents. I don't care how old your children are, if they're 16, 17. Give your kids a code word, especially your younger kids. And all my kids get a different code word. God forbid, if anything ever happens to your children, teach them to not ever say, "I'm gonna tell my parents" or "I'm gonna tell somebody." That can possibly save their lives. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's just certain things we have to teach our kids, unfortunately, and certain subjects that we have to touch on, unfortunately. But we have to do it because it's in the best interest of our children. It's a lot of stuff going on out here. We already know about the trafficking and all that other stuff. So we got to do everything in our power to protect us. Yeah. Protect us all, Yeah.
And as a community, like Ellie said, there's a lot of mental health issues that go on that's in our community that we need to check.
Absolutely.
And I'm looking at this right here. And as a black man, I go from here to the end of earth for my niece and my sister. Ain't no way in the world if that would happen in Forest, Illinois, would have happened to my sister. She been in the hospital, laying up with the tubes in her and paralyzed. Like I said before, that they will have to keep him locked up. Because I'm gonna find him. I will find him.
Of course, that's crazy.
Who out there on the panel that's in the chat? If that man is not locked up, would you go looking for that man to do it yourself?
Hell yeah. I believe in street justice now. Don't get me wrong. Now I believe strongly in street justice. Yeah. You know that old saying, ain't nobody gonna handle your business like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like this right here. The bottom line is we are in the world. We got to pay attention to what's going on around us. Road rage, street rage. Watch our kids who they're around. Times now. Papa Will, I will give everybody a chance for a final thought. Start with Papa Will.
Okay, hold on. Oh, I thought I was muted.
No.
My final thought is this. First of all, on the cops. If there's one bad cop in a police department, the whole police department is bad. There ain't a good one in there. Because the ones that ain't committing the crimes is covering them up. That makes them accessories. They ain't bringing these crooked cops to justice. They're just letting it go, just like this father and his daughter. Now, without knowing, all the details, one of them parents, we understand, gave up the daughter. Now, he might have came across it later on in the relationship because that reporter was looking at his daughter. That means he was touching her. They was in a relationship because you don't look at a child, that you wind up marrying unless you're already in a relationship with her. That goes from the top to the bottom. Me personally, I'm 67 years old. I think that a 33-year-old woman ain't got no reason to talk to me. So a 41-year-old man, chasing after, he's got a history. He's already got a track record that you've done this before. Now, we don't know if he went to jail for it, but somehow it's in this report that involves you. And what that means is that you ain't the only one doing it. You ain't the only one that's doing it. There must be hundreds, thousands of pastors that have forgotten that it ain't coming to a church ain't about you. It's about receiving the word and filling yourself with the Holy Spirit. And a lot of these new style ministers bring that up. Where I was at before I got to where I'm at now, the pastor said it, then the TV said it, and I had already said it. Don't look at the pastor as your savior. He's not. He's just a guy with a job. You got to look to God. You don't look to the church for your salvation. And if a pastor got to get that close to somebody's daughter, who else would he get close to? Who else did he get close to? Who else knew? Is what I'm trying to bring these two things together. Who else knew that said nothing about it going on outside of the family? Was guilty. It was all guilty.
Yep.
That's what I got to say.
Miss Coco, I know, hey, Miss New Yorker.
I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this right here.
I can't either.
Now, first, I'm gonna tell you this: that pastor would have got his ass whooped from Genesis to Revelation. Okay, I don't know who the hell would condone that kind of bullshit. It's crazy. You mean to tell me you're gonna sit up here? You've been looking at this child, wanting to groom her, wanting to date her, and your dad, the daddy. What PS size brain do you have? You're supposed to be the protector. You're supposed to be the head of the household. You're supposed to put your pants on one leg at a time. Are you walking around here in thongs, motherfucker? Because I'm confused. That is definitely not nothing no father would do. You understand what I'm saying? You're supposed to protect your child. You mean to tell me that you so far gone, you're going to give your child. So basically, you gave your child to this grown-ass man. Now it makes me wonder and look at the daddy even more. I want to know what the hell he was doing some years ago, because if he can condone that type of behavior, which is pedophilia, I'm wondering, is he a motherfucking pedophile his damn self? Because I can't see nobody standing behind nothing like that, y'all. And then for this other man with the road rage incident, so that's what we doing now. So you mean to tell me, if I go out here and cut somebody off, they cut me off, who's back and forth, this and the third, I have a right to go get my pistol and put some hot shit in them? Hell no, I don't. The only reason I'm supposed to be able to do that if I'm protecting myself, not because somebody cut me off. Let them cut you off and live to see another day. That's the dumbest shit ever. And if that would be my family member, he will be praying to go to jail. He will be wanting them to come pick him up, and he would probably turn himself the fuck in because I would have everybody out in the city. You understand what I'm saying? And it won't be a barbecue, the type that he would know about. But they would light his ass up, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Hell to the no. Don't play them games. Like, they crazy out here in these damn streets. Try to talk about self-defense. What type of self-defense is that, sir? Because I'm confused. But like I said, we all know racism is alive and well, unfortunately, you guys. And in our situation, a lot of the time, it is us that's on the bad end of it, because guess what? The rules are not the same. You can go out here and do a crime. I can go out here and do a crime. One of them can go out here and do a crime. You gonna get 20 motherfucking years. I'm gonna get 30. They gonna get 2. And one of them gonna be probation. That's just the fact. Unless you got a paid ass lawyer. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's just ridiculous. So we got to be on our P's and Q's. And I tell everybody, no matter what it is, I don't give a damn if you're getting stopped for speeding. Record they motherfucking ass because you have a right to. Don't let them tell you got to put your phones away and all that bullshit. Know your rights, people. That's another thing that we need to do, because a lot of us don't know our rights. Shut the fuck up. You don't have to make no statement. Pull your motherfucking phone up. That's the thing. Know your rights, because it could potentially save your damn life.
Amen.
Hey, Miss Coco, you know something you just said. Armando and Pop will get a vouch for this. If you go look at go back and look at my old video, I did things about know your rights.
Oh yeah, I need to see that.
I did.
I'm still catching up. I need to see that.
Yeah, I did all about know your rights, and I'm like, it's amazing how things goes. It comes down to who can we trust? Who can your kids trust?
You hit it on the head. You hit it on the head, because it's so hard now. Like, of course, we don't trust the police. They don't trust us. And like you said, it's one bad apple that can spoil the whole bunch. You can have an officer that's there to really serve and protect, that we pay y'all motherfuckers for. You understand what I'm saying? Our taxes pay for y'all to work for us, so y'all really work for us. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But then if you got 4 other bad officers, we don't know who the hell doing what. We don't know if this other officer know what the bad ones are doing and is scared to say something because he don't want to lose his job. Or we don't know if he's just turning a blind eye. You understand what I'm saying? So that puts us in a very vulnerable position. It really, really, really does. Because I tried, you know what I'm saying, growing up, I ain't gonna lie though, my grandmother, she was an evangelist, dead ass, I told y'all before. She said, don't talk to the police or the Jehovah's Witnesses, I swear. And we get our ass whooped. Like, if they come to that door, we can't open the door, no nothing. My grandma did not play that shit. She gonna get the switch on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I grew up knowing that not to talk to the people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was just something that always stuck with me. But like I said, nowadays with everything the way it's going, guys, we don't know who to trust. We don't know if that officer that's pulling up to our vehicle, telling us to roll the window down, show our driver's license and insurance. We don't know if he's high on a horse today. We don't know if he wants to be an asshole today and say that we're resisting arrest when we ain't doing shit. We just don't know. That's why I said I record everything. I don't give a fuck. I got 2 phones. I got 2 phones on some Kevin Gates shit. I'm recording all of it.
See, I got a question for the people on the panel and the people in the chat and the people that go watch the replay. Who, if you are for taking the policeman immunity so they can be hit in the pocket, so we get stopped, get hit in the pocket when every time they mess up and the city gets sued. If you for taking immunity for the police so they come out their own pocket, give us some flames up. Give us some flames.
Oh, I already believe that, D-True. I already believe that. They need to start doing stuff, y'all, going after they fucking pensions. And I'm going to tell you why. The city, a lot of cities, especially the smaller ones, you know what I'm saying, that's already underfunded, they don't really be having that money. They're just getting deeper and deeper in debt. They need to know that when they're doing stuff that they're not supposed to be doing, they're doing shit that's illegal and this is racist and prejudice, that they are going to fucking pay. You need to do stuff, or we need to do stuff to make an example out of them, just like they would us. Hit their asses with that pension. I'm trying to tell you, motherfuckers don't want to lose that pension. They don't want to lose that bread. You know what I'm saying? So that's where they need to be hit at. Fuck suing the city. Sue they motherfucking ass individually.
Yeah.
Sue them and get their fucking pension.
That's what I've said. That's what I'm talking about. Take away the immunity. A lot of stuff would be not done. Put it that way, because they be thinking about like, wait a minute, if I do this right here, my family ain't gonna get fed. Armando, your final thoughts. Are you there? Okay, but like I said, it's.
I agree with. I'm sorry, I had my mic muted. I definitely agree with hitting them in the pockets. I definitely agree with that. But I think we as people, especially in our community, the Black community, we need to take precautions.
Yeah.
Hell, it's 2022. I think everybody should have a dash cam in their car.
Yeah.
Everyone should get a dash cam in your car, because you never know if you get pulled over at night, or if you get pulled over on a dark road or whatever. You'll have proof of everything that takes place on that police stop, because you don't want to be in a situation where it's your word against theirs, and they're going to always side with the law enforcement, especially over a Black man.
Yeah, and then another thing is, even though they got battle cameras, there's a lot of stuff they cut out of there that they ain't gonna let you see. See, they do have dash video cameras. They do have rear view cameras, and they do have side window cameras for a car. So guess what? And you got your phone. And the bottom line to it is, them the two most trusted people positions of that I can think of.
Yeah,
we can all agree on that one. And sometimes you can't even trust your family member. And just like you said, if that were my family member in either situation, and somebody told me that, they should have got her out of there, and that guy should have been locked up. Malaysia, we're about to get ready to get out of here. Respect to you, respect.
Yeah, little sister, she late to the party. Late. You got to watch the playback.
Yeah, but now y'all see why I brought these two subjects together. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Two trusted people that's in this world is the police and the pastor, and to show you, it don't just only goes on in the South. It goes on in the North, even in the far North, even over the other areas. Only place I know that I think India, Egypt, somewhere they give the daughter away to another family or whatever. That's the only place I think of. You know what I'm saying? And that right here, what goes on in the United States, we got to open our eyes what's going on in the real world, because we don't. It's going to be for naught, and we're going to be left behind. Anything else y'all want to say? Y'all shout out to anybody else out there? And if I think Ms. Coco, I think you're an admin on my page. Drop your link to your page, your channel in the chat. Papa will drop it, and the Modern Black drop yours, and get ready to get out of here.
Are you going live today, Ms. Coco?
I'm hoping so. I was hoping it wouldn't break up right now, because they're working on these stupid transformers over here. They upgrading them, so everybody like on my side of the block, internet and cable keep going in and out. Me and the kids been sitting here looking crazy as hell. All we do is look at our TVs and electronics. Hey boys, I was watching a good show on ID channel, man. It was about to get good. I'm about to find out what happened. Next thing I know, that shit
They always do that shit.
Look, I pay $330 a month. I need my shit to be working. I don't play these games. They playing in my face. You know what I'm saying? My baby can't watch he can't watch his Blaze and his motherfucking goddamn. He can't watch his Blaze and Bubble Guppy. He looking at me like he want to fight. He's sick. You know what I'm saying? I'm fearing for my life because I don't want him to put his paws on me and shit. My other daughter, she looking to watch her Nickelodeon and stuff. She looking at me too. My oldest daughter, she trying to get on her Roblox and stuff and build her houses and shit. Everybody looking at me like it's my fault. You know what I'm saying? I gotta put the kids down. We gotta have a family meeting so I can explain to them what the hell going on outside. So I showed them the work truck, you know, because I don't want no smoke. You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy. Yeah. I can't believe it. I almost got mad and say, fuck it. Just throw all the TVs away, the 50 inch, the 60 inch, the 40 inch. Fuck it. It's just mad. You know what I'm saying? I was like, y'all. Just throw the whole damn house away. I'm just sick of it. Shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might do something a little later. But like I said, I didn't know if this was going to break up right here. When like I said, I got home, I was driving at first, but I can't tell if it broke up on you guys on the internet. But I couldn't hear it. Like I said, even with my live yesterday, I just went ahead because I didn't want to cancel it. So I didn't know until the playback that it had broke up so bad, and I was so mad. But I'm gonna test it out tonight. Probably about 8, and just see how, you know what I'm saying, see how it goes, and hopefully everybody let me know. You know what I'm saying? If it's breaking up or not or whatever. I'm hoping they tear their ass though, y'all.
I'm gonna let you know.
Look, cause they out there working now. They still working right, but I'm really hoping they ass get on their banana boat, bicycle, and ride the fuck up out of here, y'all. Because ain't nobody get time for this, okay? I'm supposed to be able to watch my oxygen and all this stuff. I ain't had my oxygen, y'all. I'm feeling some type of ways, okay? I ain't had my snap or none of that. I'm in my feelings, y'all. I am big dead.
I'm finna make you mad, Miss Coco. I'm finna make you mad now.
Oh no, I'm gonna call Jesus on you.
You know what I'm finna do? You know what I'm finna do, right?
What? Let me know.
I'm finna go watch my ID channel.
You know what? bro, you is officially, now let me see what time it is here. It is 3:58 Eastern Standard Time. So bro, you are officially divorced until 4:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what that is in Central Standard Time, but in Eastern Standard Time, 4:01 p.m. for you. You have to go in the corner. That's it. That's it.
I'm going to preparatory.
That's it. And then you come out. You come out at 4:02. You come out at 4:02. Okay. Yeah, you come out 4:02 p.m. You come out the corner. Okay. You come out the corner.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna keep you in there too long.
Yeah, I like to say respect to all my panel. Miss Coco, Papa Will, Armando Black, to the chat, Miss Malaysia, LA, for the Sons plays, Ryan Dirty. Who else was out there? It was somebody else out there. So
Yafi was came in for a minute.
Yafi,
Faith Diaz.
Miss Faith Diaz, yes. Respect to everybody that came in. Respect to the Facebook. Respect to the Facebook people that showed up and showed out.
Yeah, they showed up and showed out. Respect to y'all, and we apologize for some of the lingo over here.
Yeah, we apologize.
Yeah,
but
it must not have been too bad. They didn't kill the stream over there.
Yeah, but for by the name of D.
Guess what, y'all? I want to say one more thing before I go. Look. When I in about 10 years, right? Well, I'm starting about 20 years, because you know they say the elderly people, they live longer when they curse. So I already cursed a lot already, so I think I'm gonna live to about 102. So what I'm gonna do is when I get elderly, I'm gonna just be cursing for no reason, y'all. And I want to do that because I want to live long. You know what I'm saying? I want to live long. So when you guys come, when you guys see me and stuff, you know, and oh man, that's the cursing sister. Yeah, just salute me. The cursing sister. You know.
For Miss Coco, Papa Will, Armando Black, I'm your host, D Truth. We out of here.
Salute.